Welcome back to my channel. Let's just go through my highlighters and see what I'm gonna keep and what I might throw away. I don't know. I'm very attached to them, and I was so obsessed with them for such a long time that like I just kept buying them, and I just, like I don't want to give it away. I already decluttered these like probably 6 months ago, and I think I only ended up throwing out, well, not throwing out, but getting rid of like 2 or 3 of them because I just hadn't touched them. Like they hadn't even been opened. They were like still in their original packaging. I might show you some swatches. I'm not going to swatch everything just because that would be way too excessive, but I might just, maybe I'll show you like the ones that I really like and the ones that I'm like, I don't know, I could probably live without it. This one is the Tarteist Pro Glow. Why do I still have this? I don't know. I kept thinking to myself, oh, sorry, it's in the shade Sparkler. So I don't know why I still have this. I just kept thinking to myself that like I would find a different way to use it. I don't like using it on my face because there's too many sparkles in it. I mean, hence the name Sparkler. There's too many sparkles in it. It's like a really solid like formula that dries down like immediately. So once you put it on, it's like so hard to blend. So that I don't like, but I'm like, well, I might use it on my eyes or something. Ooh, and I barely even touched it, so I'm sure it's still good. Like, I barely touched it. Probably not, because it only has 6 months of life after it's opened, so I'm gonna put this to the side. I might just use it, like I'll put it in my rotation of things I'm just trying to get use out of before I give up on them completely. Next is the e.l.f. Highlighting Pearl Paint. I don't think I've ever used this. I don't think I've ever even opened it. Oh, I get, does it look like a, again, like I love like a liquid highlight. So I have the Cover FX Enhancer drops, and those are not the glitter drops because those are garbage. I think I got rid of that like in another video. But the enhancer drops, they don't have glitter in it, so it's just shimmer. So I like to mix it with my foundation because I like to glow. And that's also another reason why I don't think I use like pressed highlighters or highlighter powders or whatever, stuff like that, because I just put it in when I'm doing my base, and then that way I can just glow from within or whatever. But yeah, let's keep going because there's so many here. Okay, next is, this is like a sample size, I think, and it looks gross. I think I've had this for a long time, but this is more of like a sentimental kind of thing, just because this was like my first highlighter that I really like used in the correct way. This is like for sure expired, like, oh wow, surprisingly you get 2 years, but it's definitely older than that. It's actually still, wow, it's kind of pretty. It's actually still like, wow, it's pretty. And it's like movable. You could blend it nice. You know what? I know I was keeping this for sentimental reasons, but there's only that much product left. I'm going to put this in my rotation and I'll get some use out of it. What I'll do is I'll put it underneath before I do my concealer, and then I'll just have the shine underneath. I don't really wear foundation, so that's moot, but if I do wear foundation, I would put it underneath that. Okay, now let me show you these. So I have all of the e.l.f. highlighting sticks, unless they've come out with some recently. So I'll start with this one. So this one is like a holographic highlighting stick. It looks dry, but oh, see, that's kind of cute, and it felt kind of soft. See, this is like, this is what happens. This happens every time. Like, I'm like, I gotta get rid of these. And then I swatch it and I'm like, oh, but it's so pretty. So like it looks white, but it's like this nice like purpley color. And I'm just like, oh, I got it when like I used to go to festivals and stuff. And I don't even know if I really got use out of it, but I'm just like, I could do a look with this. Like I could even keep this like maybe for Halloween, or like if I'm going to like a cool kind of party. I'm gonna put this in the maybe keep pile. Did I even finish saying what I was gonna do with this? I think with this one, I'm going to try to use it underneath my foundation the way I would with the enhancer drops, or like mix it in or whatever. Not my foundation, my concealer. Okay. Then these. So when I first, we'll start with the bare one. So when I first saw this, I was like, bare, like, I think the description was like something like no color, just a natural glow stick. And I was like, that sounds amazing, because I can just do that like on bare skin. I don't have to wear makeup. I can just do my eyebrows, pop in some lashes, and then just put this on the high points. But then I got it and I was like, you probably can't see it. Yeah, you can just see the shine. It's just Vaseline, like, which is okay, I guess, but like I can just use like jojoba oil or any other face oil that won't clog my pores. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of it. See, like inside I'm like fighting with myself, because it's like I know that I don't need all these things, but it's like, but you got it, and don't you want it? But it's like, you know, it's e.l.f. It wasn't that expensive anyways. And so, you know, I'll just see if I can pass this off to someone. If no one wants it, then I'll make use of it, but I'll put it in the giveaway pile. Then we have these two. These are also supposed to be natural. Oh, so the color of this one is actually Fresh Morning Dew. It sounded so amazing to me, and I was like, oh my god, that sounds like exactly what I want. But I don't need it. And then we have Champagne Glow, which is a gold, obviously, and then Pink Pearl Glow. This one's a little bit pale. I don't think I'm gonna keep that one. This one, I think I can get some use out of if I put it into my rotation. So that's what I've been trying to do in shopping my stash, essentially. So I've seen it on, you know, there's a bunch of videos on YouTube about it, where it's like, just go through what you have and put things in rotation, use them up, and then move on, versus buying more makeup. I subscribe to BoxyCharm and Ipsy, which I think I'm going to cancel in the new year. I have way too many subscriptions, be it makeup boxes, TV subscriptions, like it's just too much. And so I think if I cut down on that, I'll just feel lighter, and I'll just simplify things for myself. And like when it comes to makeup, I just really want to get use out of the things I have. Like, it's nice to have everything and have a whole display and everything, and I do like it. Like, I like, you know, eyeshadow palettes is something that I'll probably keep for the next 5-10 years, so I don't really care about that. I don't care if they say a year or whatever. It's just eyeshadow, unless it looks or smells off or performs weirdly. But other things, it's like I have so many highlighters already with the ones that I've shown you. It's like, would I even go through that in my lifetime? Like, I don't think so. Like, so anyways, so the next one is just a Franken makeup. I got that from Nisi Pisa. A Franken makeup thingy. So my Mary Luminizer broke, and that was like my all-time favorite highlighter for a long time, and I didn't want to waste it, so I repressed it and I kept it in the pan. But then at that point, like, just I had so many other highlighters that I was like, ugh, let me just make something else. So I just essentially mixed that with a couple of the e.l.f. baked highlighters that I'll show you soon, and I think some kind of pink pigment I got from somewhere. And I just mixed it up. I was trying to make like a glowy blush because that's what I really get use out of. Like, I've hit pan on all of my glowy blushes. But it came out weird. I put like some dimethicone in here, but I don't know. It's like, it's okay. It's soft, it's nice, but it's not like as shiny as I thought it would be, but that might be okay. And it's a little bit pale for me. I think I need to put more pink in here, so I'll probably just add more stuff to it, mix it up again and whatever, and hopefully come up with something that I like. But I'm gonna keep that because I do get use out of it, or I will get use out of it. Okay, now let's just go into my, okay, so this is also e.l.f. Every time e.l.f. comes out with like a new gimmicky thing or whatever, I have to try it just because they're so cheap and their like product quality is so good. Like, I have this one and the Farsa Ali one, and they're both the same. Like, they're the exact same thing. One is like 30 or 40 bucks and then one is like $5. So it's just like a no-brainer essentially. But this is really nice. I put this in my rotation because I was like, well, what's the difference between this and the Cover FX? Not real, nothing. It's just the packaging essentially. So this does dry down a little bit faster, but I just put it on my high point, so you can probably see that. Like, it's on my forehead where I'm not wearing highlighter, so you can kind of see a glowy whatever there. And then on my chin and on my nose and stuff. So I like that. So that I'm definitely keeping. I'm not giving that away. Might as well just keep going with all the e.l.f. Okay, so now these are the baked highlighters. They're all scraped. That doesn't necessarily mean that I've used them, but they're just scraped because I scraped them on the top with like a little spoolie. Just because baked whatevers, like normally you have to take off the top layer because you're just not going to get the pigment. You're not going to get anything out of it. You're going to be dipping back in for like an hour trying to get the product. But so yeah, I just scraped these all. So I have it in Pink Diamonds, which was, for me, I wanted the Fenty that pink highlighter that Fenty has, because I was like salivating. Like, I was like, when it came out, I was like, no, but I need it, but I need it. So I finally convinced myself to settle for this and see if I even like a pink highlighter. And I don't. I don't like a pink highlighter. It's not something I'll get much use out of. It's pretty, it's nice, but again, where am I gonna wear it? Like, I might use it once or twice a year. It just didn't make sense. So I'm glad I got this, and I'm gonna keep it because I can even like mix this with blush or whatever with all my like matte blushes if I just want to get it to be more glowy. So I'm definitely gonna keep that. Then, oh my god, I'm gonna cough again. I'm so sorry. I'm coming down with something. So then we had the Apricot Glow and the Blush Gems. So this is more like, it looks more champagne-y to me, and this is obviously like an apricot peachy color. This was a free gift. Every time you order with e.l.f., they send you whatever for free, or even multiple things for free, which I love. Like, I don't, and every time, like, if I'm wearing something on my face and somebody asks me what I'm wearing and I'm like, oh, it's e.l.f., they're like, e.l.f. looks that good? And it's like, well, yeah, the price doesn't necessarily determine the quality. The quality determines the quality. So I love e.l.f. Like, their products are genuinely very good and just such a good price, where it's like, if I, like, for instance, they just came out with the liquid eyeshadows, and I had a bunch of those in my cart on the Sephora website from Stila, but they're $35, so I could just never bite the bullet and get them, because I'm like, $35, what if I don't use it all the time? And now I'm going through a phase where I don't even wear eyeshadow, so it's like, that would have been just a waste. But yeah, so e.l.f. just came out with those, and they're only $5, and so now I'm like, well, $5, I can get like 2 and just test it out, see if I like how it performs or whatever. So I love e.l.f. They're amazing. With these highlighters, I'm going to keep this one because this one melts into my skin better, which is the highlighting, you know, kind of look that I like these days. This one is a little bit pale, so I'll see if someone wants it. I'll sanitize it and everything. See if someone wants it. This is easier because I feel like talking into a camera, I'm like holding myself accountable, and I'm like, but I don't need that. It's like I'm talking to a person and telling myself like, you don't need it. So send it on its merry way. Anyway, so yeah, I'll keep these two. I really like those. I already have 4 things in my giveaway pile, and I like them. So this one is ColourPop. I think this was a collaboration. In Chisme? 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 Yeah, so this is just a highlighting powder. And I wasn't really into these. And then the other day, I applied this one that I'll show you. And I was like, these melt in way better. I guess because it's just pigment that like it's just easier to blend in with the skin. I'm actually gonna keep these. I think I can get better use out of these than some of my other highlighters for sure. And then this is the Artist Couture in purple. I was gonna say purple haze. This isn't weed. Purple Dream. It's so pretty. It's purple, purpley pink, pinky purple, iridescent. But I know that I'm not really gonna use this, but I feel like something like this that's just a powder, it's gonna be good for a long time, especially because it's like, you know, a little bit comes out at once, so it's not really, you know, like there's not a lot of bacteria and stuff. So I'm definitely gonna keep this. It's only like a few months old, I think, but it's so pretty. I need to find somewhere to actually use it, and so I don't know, maybe I'll just put on my eyes for a little glow action. Then I have this and this. Some of these things, it's like they're only swatched, and I need to stop doing that because I genuinely know, like, but also I didn't know, like, I just built up my collection to where I like it. And I know that sounds stupid, but I like to have variety and whatever, like, you know, if you're into makeup, then you know what I mean. So a lot of the stuff I would get and I would swatch it and be like, oh, do I like it? Do I not? But now I can kind of look at something and be like, well, no, I can see there's glitter in there and I'm not going to like it. So I have this Nomad one. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. But this was like my second or third highlighter. And it's really pale too. Like, it looks nice on the inner corner, so I'll keep it for that. But it's not very glittery either, so I like that about it. But I got this from Ipsy. It's nice. This is the color Stockholm Midnight Sun. Is it Stockholm Midnight Sun? It's Stockholm dash Midnight Sun. I don't know what that means. So this is really cute and I really like it. I'm gonna keep it because, again, it's just the sentimental value sometimes. And then there's this. It's just a pen. I still have to get a like empty palette to put a lot of my pans in. I have like a lot of like eyeshadows and stuff like that, just singles. This is Moon Dust. This I don't use it as a highlighter. It's way too much glitter, but it's pretty on the eyes. I've used it on the eyes for like a quick whatever. So I'll keep it and might as well just use it up. Okay, so we're actually halfway through. That's good. Now we're getting into things that I just haven't even touched. You know what? Before we do that, let's just show this one. So this is e.l.f. again, and this is their illuminating palette. So I don't know how to use this because I don't think these are highlighters. I think I read somewhere that these are like the Hourglass ambient lighting thingies. They're like highlighters, like they highlight and they like, you know, they reflect the light, but they're more powdery. So I don't know how to use it. Like I'm thinking maybe I could use this color like around here. I don't know. If you know how to use these, can you just let me know? I really want to get use out of this. It's really pretty, it's really unique, and if it is like the Hourglass ambient lighting, then I'm gonna keep it because I want to know how to use it. I got this as a free gift. I think I chose it. I would really, really like to know how to use this. Next is, what brand is this? Sugar. This, I don't think I've even touched. I just kind of put it away. Oh, yeah. Or maybe I swatched it. I think I might have swatched it. I don't know why I swatched it because it's like you can just see what it is. This is just, it's called Contour de Force Mini Highlighter Champagne Champion. And it's your average highlighter. It's your average highlighter. I'm sure it's not bad. Like, I'm sure it's fine, but I won't get any use out of it with this. So I think I'll actually pass this along to someone. We're really making progress here. We're really making progress here. I have a serious love-hate relationship with Fenty. It's not even a love-hate. It's just like, well, sometimes, because it's like I hate the prices, but obviously, you know, it's on par with any other makeup brand. But to be honest with you, my like high-end products, there's certain things I bought, eyeshadow and stuff like that, because I just feel like it'll last a long time, or setting powder, things that I use a lot that I know, you know, if I know the quality of something, I'll get it. And I do have quite a few, like I have like a bunch of Fenty glosses and what else? None of their eyeshadows. I haven't bought their complexion products. I don't spend a lot on complexion products because I know concealers that work for me that are more affordable. And then what else? I've swatched the highlighters, but again, by the time Fenty was like, you know, out, I already had quite a few highlighters, and so I was just like, So one day, whatever, I was in Sephora and I was like, well, I'll just pick up the mini thing, and it came with like Fenty Glow Gloss and Gloss Bomb. And this, which is unfortunately broken. My son got into it and just threw it around. But this is such a pretty color. This I love. I love it so much. This does have glitter in it, but it's like the glitter is so tiny, it just doesn't bother me. And I really do have, I don't like glitter in my highlighters. I don't like glitter in anything but eyeshadow. It's just, I don't like it. I just don't like it. Some people like it. I don't like it. It's really your preference. My preference is that I don't want glitter in anything but eyeshadow. But this nice. This real nice. I'm definitely going to pick up a couple more Fenty highlighters, probably as a Christmas gift to myself. So that's not going anywhere. This is the Mary Luminizer case, but it's not Mary Luminizer. I made a glowy blush. Have I swatched this recently? It's a little pale. It's very pale. So I'll have to deepen it up, but I'll keep that for sure. I'm not gonna do anything with it. We're like pretty much done. I'll just show you guys my faves here, and we can all be on our merry way. Oh no, these aren't faves. Okay, so this is the Farsali Jelly, whatever, Jelly Beam highlighters. It's very overpriced. Like I said, just do yourself a favor, and if you want to test out something gimmicky, if you really want to support, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter like you spending all your money on something that's clearly just a gimmick or something that just seems exciting is probably, and I'm saying this for myself too, I'm not like judging anyone, but it's just not worth it to spend so much money on something that's gimmicky. If you want to try something out, you can always go on like those sites where people resell makeup or whatever. Or you can just wait for a cheaper version to come out. Like, you'll probably have to wait a few months, but like, it's better than, I think, spending all your money on something that you might not even like. Like, if you're not sure you like it, like, also try to go to the store and test it out, like, swatch it. If it's not something that you can do to, like, test it out and swatch it, check out the return policy, like something like that. Like, I just like really regret it, to be honest with you. I just don't think it was worth the money. I never used it. I used it one time and that was it. But I guess I'll put it in my rotation and I'll use it now. But then this is just something I got from Ipsy. Oh, this one broke too. This is pretty though. This is really pretty. It's like super shiny. It reminds me of another highlighter that I will show you. But yeah, no glitter. It's nice. I like this. I more so use that as an eyeshadow though. Then these, okay, for, you know, black girls out there, do you, when you go to the hair store, always leave with something, some kind of makeup product? Because I do. I can't help it, especially since it's hard to get LA Girl in Canada, but I get it at the beauty supply store. And every time I go there, I'm like, well, I need that. Like, they always have the, you know, the LA Girl concealer and stuff, which is my favorite. But yeah, so again, when I was on my highlighter vibe or whatever, I picked up these two because I was like, I want something unique and different. And it's nice to have these things in your collection, but I need to start being mindful of if I'm gonna use it. Just because it's cool, like if I see a blue highlighter, it's like, wow, that looks really pretty and that's really cool, but am I gonna use it? No, I am never gonna use it. This is like, it's cute, so these I'll swatch for you. Those, I don't feel like I need to swatch anything else for you. You guys know. So this, it resembles Trophy Wife a little bit. It's not as beaming, which is good, I think. I'm looking at it now and I'm like, it's kind of pretty. Especially with my yellow sweater. It's kind of pretty. The yellow I might get more use out of than this one. Let me swatch it to be sure. Yeah, so this one, so the yellow one is called, I don't know, they covered it up with the sticker. And I also don't know what this one's called because they also covered it with a sticker. But anyways, this one is more iridescent, so I can see like gold, pink. Let me see. So that's fucking pretty. Oh my god. It's also pretty. Because see, so this is like a pink that I would use more because it's not like, I'm pink. It kind of is. I think it looks more pink in person. You can't really see the pink too much on camera, but yeah, it's not really yelling that it's pink at me. I'm gonna keep both of them. Okay, and then so my top 2 favorite highlighters of all time. The one I'm wearing today, I'll show you after. The classic. Everyone knows this one. Okay. Rodeo Drive. Ofra. We get it. It's shiny. It's beaming. We love it. We love her. She's beautiful. She's stunning. They can see you from... She is a staple. They can see you from space. She's just beautiful. She's beautiful. She's beautiful. She's shiny. She's wet looking. There's no glitter. It's all highlight. It's all highlight. It's beautiful. It's stunning. My only gripe with this, I'm not going to get rid of it because I love it. But my only gripe with this is that it can be just too much. It can be so much. So what I would do with this particularly is I would put this on before I bronze. I would put this on before I bronze, then I'll bronze, then I'll blush. At that point, it'll be melted, melding, you know, it'll blend in way better and it won't look so crazy, but it'll still be super shiny. But if I feel like going for the gods and I want them to see me from frigging Nebula, then for sure. I'll just go in with like a denser brush, boom, boom, boom. I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So that's that. And now for my actual all-time favorite highlighter. I got this in BoxyCharm. Oh, I showed you guys. I got this in BoxyCharm. And I was not, I was kind of disappointed because they had like options of this highlighter or bronzer. And I was like, oh, I really want the bronzer. Like, but all in all, things happen for a reason. This came into my life for a reason. When I swatched it, I was very like underwhelmed. But when I put it on my face, it just, oh, so it's this. It's Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan in Sparkling Sass. This is the perfect color for my skin tone because it's not, I just want you guys to see like the true color of it. That's the true color of it, I think. That's as true as it's gonna look. So it looks like it's the same color of my skin, and it actually kind of is, but it glows. And those are the kind of things that I like now. So if it's not a shimmery blush, then I want my highlighter to be the same color of my skin because I just want it to blend in and then just shine. Like, that's what I want. And this does that. It never has ever emphasized any texture on my skin. And I get, this is where I break out. I break out exactly where you put highlighter. So I was amazed when I put this on and it didn't emphasize my breakouts. Like, how? It's witchcraft. It's witchcraft. Honestly, everything that I've tried from Pretty Vulgar, from their setting spray, setting powder, concealer, gel eyeliner, just amazing. They're so good. They are so good. Like, such an unrecognized brand, but their packaging is always so cute. They put so much thought into it. Their products are so good. It's a perfect color for me. I don't know if you guys can see the difference between that and Rodeo Drive. Rodeo Drive is just more like pale. I don't know. This is more yellowy, apricot-y. And it's just so, guys, it's so nice. Like, I'm wearing it today. So if I go... If you are my skin tone, I really suggest getting this because it is so pretty. It's so pretty. Like, I have no complaints about it whatsoever. It's perfect. It's my most favorite highlighter. And I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked that I got it from BoxyCharm. I'm not shocked that I got it from BoxyCharm because I've gotten some stuff from BoxyCharm where I'm like, I can't live without this now, which is the whole point of the subscription boxes. But like, I just didn't know that a highlighter could look this basic and be that amazing. Like when you look at it, like it almost doesn't even look like it has shine. It like kind of looks dull in person. So this is my number one all-time favorite. I love it. I'm nowhere near hitting pan on it. I'm not really using highlighters, but it's something that I'm gonna repurchase. I hope they don't reformulate it. Pretty Vulgar, please don't reformulate it. It's perfect. You guys nailed it. It's perfect. Nothing needs to change about it. And I love it. Comment, like, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down below. If you have any advice for me, leave it down below. Be nice, play nice. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.